Hello everybody and welcome back to more Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers. So as a quick disclaimer, you might be wondering, wait a minute, why do you have this quest that you didn't end off with last stream? I might have progressed a little MSQ off stream. I'm sorry. Not to worry though, it wasn't anything major. Well, it kind of was, but it wasn't anything that we weren't already aware of, and it was for the sake of progressing with the Ruby Emerald quest, because you might be noticing Blood of Emerald. What's that over here? I've actually gone ahead and started the trial series that includes Ruby Weapon, Sapphire Weapon, and Emerald Weapon. Super bosses, well, namely two super bosses from FF7, Ruby and Emerald. Now, I find it very funny that you fight Sapphire Weapon in an instanced section where you pilot a goddamn Gundam. That I thought was really cool. But Ruby Weapon alongside Emerald Weapon are fought in a trial manner, which I think is interesting considering their super boss nature in OG FF7. But I'm in the Crystarium Inn at the moment because I figured, you know what, best to catch up right here with what I may or may not have already watched by doing this. So as a TLDR, after Ascian got back to the Rising Stones and he basically informed us, I split apart from Gaius after we left Garlemald, and I found out they're creating some stuff with the Ultima weapon. We don't know what the hell that is, but it seems like anything to do with Black Rose is now just out of the question. Black Rose is basically just put at this point, it sounds like. And then we got a summons to go talk with Raubon. It's been a while, so let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and play this cutscene. Oh.
They're here, Commander.
And I, for one, am grateful that they are. Told you've been busy since our paths last crossed at the Gimlet Dark. Not that I understand half of it. When the Scions spoke of other worlds, I'd struggled to describe what I pictured.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy to think about that kind of stuff.
Were I to hear the tale from your own lips. Well, I'm afraid the situation will not afford us that luxury.
In a similar way to how, like, the first and stuff like that, I imagine that taking in the fact that, oh yeah, there are like 13 other worlds outside of ours, one of which has already been kaput, and 7 of which have already been merged. Anyways, hi, Gaius.
This ridiculous display? I pose no threat to you, though what I come to warn you of very well might.
By the way, on my first watching of this cutscene, I thought my Warrior of Light's reaction to Gaius being there was kind of funny, considering I personally hold no ill feelings towards Gaius, because it seems like he's on the path of, like, I don't want Garlemald to be basically ruled by the Ascians. I want Garlemald to be individual peoples of themselves. He seems pretty genuine in that regard, but our Warrior Light's like, no, I fought you once before and you're all evil. Excuse me. But yeah, I just think that's generally really funny, just the reaction that my Warrior of Light had to seeing Gaius again.
Hazard he would have kept to the shadows and brought more than 2 companions. We need not pretend to be the best of friends.
Yeah, I like how even Raubon's like, if he wanted to kill us, he probably would have already. Like, let's be real. He'd be making attempts already if he were trying to do that. So, alright. I'll ease up.
As you are doubtless aware, Sir Ascian and I cooperated to rid the world of Black Rose in your absence.
Mm-hmm.
Our journey together took us as far as the Imperial Palace, where we witnessed Emperor Varus meet his death at Xenos' hand. Being the sole witnesses to this crime...
No, I did not
and
finish
in no
the
position
entirety
to
of the
defend our
Sorrows of Orlet.
innocence,
Not yet.
We were then forced to flee, each pursuing his own avenue of escape. When we were later reunited, Astinian claimed to have encountered an unfamiliar kind of machina during his flight. But to me, his description seemed anything but. And upon further investigation, I found that I was right.
It was the Ultima weapon.
The Empire is developing a new Ultima weapon.
What, that Allagan monstrosity? Created to vanquish primals?
That's
Was it
right,
you
the very
yourself
same.
Once thought to conquer Eorzea?
The same. In my foolishness, I sought to harness its power.
Roman
and
hush.
became the Ascian's pawn in so
Jesus
doing.
Christ. The
But you
Sigma
know as well
weapon.
as I how that tale ended. The weapon itself, excavated from beneath this very city, was destroyed ere we could fully unravel its secrets, and that should have been the end of it. But unlikely as it sounds, the Empire's efforts to recreate it have somehow borne fruit, primarily through secret research conducted by the 7th Imperial Legion, it would seem.
Wait, the 7th was all but annihilated at Cartano, along with its legatus.
Or so they thought.
Indeed, few survived. The 7th, as it is now, has little in common with the Legion led by Vandanis, and its leadership has changed hands several times since.
It's a shell of its former self,
Precisely
basically.
how this project has continued despite such turmoil, and under whose auspices, remains a mystery.
Mm-hmm.
What we do know, however, is that a number of prototypes have been produced, and that one of them is on its way to Eorzea. We attempted to stop it, but it was all we could do to slow its progress, so we resolved instead to bring you warning.
And right glad are we that you did, though it soundly dashed our hopes that tensions might ease at last.
As it is, we've begun to strengthen our presence in the Gimlet Dark, and are assembling a force to meet the coming threat. A force with you in its vanguard, I hope. Before you say anything, I know full well you have pressing concerns of your own. Your comrades remain in peril, and I would not ask you to forsake them. But the fact remains that you and you alone have faced the Ultima weapon and emerged victorious. We need you. And so, when the time comes, if your comrades can spare you, I bid you lend us your strength. I've assigned an officer to await your word.
I find it funny that this quest's entire purpose is to set up trials for you to fight the other
Ascian's
weapons.
downfall was to be the work of my remaining days. But it was my hand that kindled these flames, and I cannot allow them to spread any further.
Much like with the Coils of Bahamut, I'm kind of baffled that this
I will
stuff
do
is
what I must to see
optional
this
stuff.
mistake
In fact,
consigned to history
that's something
once
else I want
and
to talk
for all.
about.
Even if it means begging your aid. The Fates will enjoy the irony, even as I endure the ignominy.
I too shall make for the border and offer my skills, meager though they seem in such company. Mayhap we shall meet there anon.
Though we can ill afford to ignore the coming of a new Ultima weapon, our friends' plight grows ever more precarious, and none save you can join them in the first.
Yeah, I got a lot of shit on my plate,
I
Kryl.
only hope you are not forced to make a choice.
Alright, so I was gonna say, in regards to optional content, I did the twinning as well. I don't know if I can review the cutscenes for that in particular, but I did the twinning. And again, I find it insane that that stuff is optional. The twinning basically establishes that, what was it? It was the cutscene right after we had cleared, I think it was, it was right before VAW 3. It was right after we absorbed the Sin Eater, after VAW 3. We had a future sight vision of a burning Ishgard, and someone grabbed the Heavensward book that, Count Edmont had written, and basically said, we need this in order to, to save ourselves, kind of thing, right? The twinning basically establishes Sid did it. Sid found a way to, well, not necessarily Sid, but 100 years after Sid, I should say, like his underlings and the people under him, a descendant of Biggs, found a way to essentially tell Graha, stay strong, be like him. And that's why when Graha reveals himself in after we defeated VAW 3, he basically calls us his inspiration. It's like, oh, my heart. The storytelling in this game is fucking amazing. I love it. Now, I'm curious, actually. Chronicles of Light, Hildebrand side quests, Mordonan side quests, Ishgardian side quest. These are society quests. These are role quests. I'm curious to... Oh, Realm Reborn duties. Okay, interesting. I can watch instanced raids, trials. Okay, so I can rewatch cutscenes from stuff that... Okay, that's cool. In that case, I'll be sure to do that at some point for one of the things. One thing here, there. You can go to Rambros in Mordona and he'll have found an extra crumpled report. Rambros in Mordona. The twinning. Yeah, this one right here. Since its sudden appearance in Norvrant, the Crystal Tower has been a source of great mystery, one of which the people of the Crystarium have barely begun to unravel. Now that the city is free from the threat of the Light Wardens, researchers have been afforded the opportunity to explore the innermost reaches of the tower, though they soon found their way barred by hordes of ferocious guardians. An ethereal disturbance detected from inside is believed to be some way linked to their appearance, and you have been tasked with not only clearing a path for the researchers, but investigating the cause of the anomaly. And I found it super interesting that the boss at the very end of the twinning is unironically the Ironworks' own version of Alexander. That to me was so cool. They took all the knowledge that we had from us fighting Alexander and the Omega weapon to essentially make a hybrid of the two to help Graha time travel. That shit's it's so good. It's Alexander fused with Omega and a tea kettle, that's right. Alright, but anyways, proceeding on with main scenario, let me, the way home, in Gir Abania. Oh wait, actually, let me do that thing you mentioned. Rambros in Mordona, is that at the research station of Saint Koinok? Or whatever the hell it's called? Oh, shit. Hold on. St. Koinok's find? Yep. Right over here. God, honestly, I love this game so much. There is so much about this game that I just really, really enjoy. From its lore, its combat, it's all so good, man. There we go. After giving much thought to the strange voice which beckoned to you, and its connection to the Crystal Tower, I believe I have at last discerned the identity of this otherworldly caller. So have I! In hindsight, it was quite simple, really. I believe you are in possession of a clockwork figure crafted in his likeness. Should you happen to cross paths again, would you show it to him? I imagine he would enjoy it very much. No report. Cloud of Darkness, Emperor Zan, Syracuse Tower. This is for other stuff. And then an extra one that was added around Shadowbringers. Which one would that be? Cause... Let's see. Crystal Gate, 8 Sentinels, each pair. Oh no, that's the magic barrier. It doesn't have the Noah title. Oh, maybe I haven't unlocked it yet. Got it. Well, no worries. We'll come back to this later then. And let's go back to Laylock's. Alright. Let's go ahead and accept the quest. Wait a minute, I feel like I'm in the wrong place. No, actually, I'm right over here. That might not be until after a certain point in the story. Gotcha. There's Cryle. I take it you're ready to return to the first. Then I would ask that you reprise the others of the recent events here in the source, namely Xenos' return and the development of the new Ultima weapon. As for their bodies, you may assure them Master Matoya and I will continue doing what we can to keep their corporeal aether stable. Safe travels, Val. I hope to see you and the other Scions soon. Bye-bye! Also, it's Lunks here. I figured. Alright, hold on. Back to the Crystarium. Yeah, no, I'm very excited to see where this story goes, just because I've been so invested in the story of Shadowbringers. It's probably like the peak of my investment so far with this game. Imagine coming back after everything in Shadowbringers to Xenos is back to life and there's several Ultima weapons. It's like, welcome back. It's like there were several Ultima weapons. What? Don't worry, I killed them all. What? Hi, Graha. You've come at a most opportune time, my friend. I've made something of a breakthrough in my research on the soul and a means to return the Scions home. I trust you two have been making good use of your time. That's right. Ill tidings from the source, you say? Then I will summon the others that we might be all be apprised of the situation. Yeah, so far I've beaten Emerald weapon, not Emerald. I've beaten Ruby and Sapphire. I'll be likely doing the remainder today, off stream, of course.
Now that we are all here, what news from the source?
So, anyways, there were these Ultima weapons, and my best friend Xenos, he's back.
Ultima weapon. We must count ourselves lucky that Gaius has pledged his assistance.
While this is indeed a worrying development, I think the state of the Empire as a whole greater grounds for concern. With the Emperor slain and Xenos returned, it is impossible to predict how matters will unfold in Garlemald. The Ultima weapon may be but the first of many unpleasant surprises.
The situation beareth closer observation, of that there is no doubt, and doth compound our need to return unto the source.
Then let us address that issue. Our long search for a means to see you safely home may well be nearing its conclusion. Thanks in large part to Urianger and Becklug's invaluable insight, we have succeeded in fashioning a vessel for the journey.
Oh?
We set out to create a crystalline container retaining the more useful properties of white auracite, but without its regrettable limitations. And after a good deal of trial and error, we made one.
Yay!
An arc for soul and mind both that will allow your incorporeal self in its entirety to be ferried between worlds. A spirit vessel, if you will.
Interesting.
However...
Oh, there's the but.
However?
Though the vessel is possessed of the requisite qualities to hold mind and memory, it wanteth yet for a means to receive of them. For that, we must needs imbue it with the Exarch's innate gift.
A gift that lives on only through the blood of the Allegan Emperors, which certainly does not flow within Aurosite or any other crystal.
Just so, milady. The blood serveth as a conduit of sorts. In its absence, memory cannot pass from mind unto mind, nor from flesh unto crystal.
That being the case, we must either alter the process of inheritance so as to require no such thing, or determine a means by which my blood may permeate the vessel. I am hopeful that the records found within this tower will yield the knowledge we require to pursue one or the other of these avenues.
As well you should be. The Allegan's body of etherological research is extraordinary. I can scarce believe it the work of ages past. But its underlying principles are not so very different from those of my own field of study. Given time, we will find the answers we seek.
That must be incredible for someone like Becklog. Imagine you've spent your entire life researching this one thing. You think you're pretty much the best at it. You think you know all there is to know. And then some bunny dork comes in and tells you, hey, by the way, you want to come with us and explore an ancient otherworldly tomes about knowledge that you'd have no clue what it's about? It's like, oh my god. Finally, new books!
My apologies.
Oh, hi, Lena.
I do hope you haven't come to tell us that mortal peril fast approaches.
I'm afraid I do.
No. I had hoped to speak with the Warrior of Darkness.
Oh. Yes?
There is no need to cut short your meeting on my account. I will be waiting outside.
Why not speak in here? She knows I don't mind. Unless she didn't want to.
Perhaps I might accompany you. Though I am woefully ill-qualified to assist in the Exarch's research, I may yet be of some use to Lena.
The Allegans are the best and worst thing to happen. I mean, yeah. I'll take the rare roast beef. Lena wife. I must confess, while I enjoy my fair share of scholarly research, it will be good to step outside for a spot of fresh air. Now then, shall we go and speak with Lena? Lena about to show my Lena wife. Alright, Lena, what you gotta say? We have little time, so I will be brief. A Sin Eater has been sighted in Lakeland, and I asked for your assistance in Sin Eater? A Sin Eater? I had heard some few yet remained after the night had returned, but perhaps we should call the others. That will not be necessary. It's only a single Sin Eater. A simple task for our guard, I should think. That said, I believe fighting alongside the Warrior of Darkness would be a valuable experience for them. Peace can lead to complacency, and they gain nothing from an easy victory. But you do not underestimate your foes, however harmless they may seem. My men would do well to learn from your example. What? Me? Why not Alphino? Let's be about it then. Excellent. Then let us make for Fort Job. Which, by the way, I'm sad to say I still haven't gotten... Oh. Okay, suddenly Dark Mind. I still haven't gotten the the aetherites for Lakeland. I'm sad to say. But I probably can. Actually, let me do that real quick. Journal for Lakeland. Stew tomorrow. Unreasonable crust. Stew tomorrow. Let's do that. There we go. Find them on the overworld limit. No, I think I've already got them on the overworld. It's just the quest related ones that I need to get. Yes, I was on the Holminster switch. I knew it. I don't think I could ever forget the sight of you, facing down eater after eater without ever once flinching. And it's not just me. You're an inspiration to all of us. Here's an idea. What if you pass these out to the rest of the guard? I'm sure they'll all be awestruck. Oh yeah. If you would wait here a moment, I will gather the others. You may not remember, but you have met these soldiers once before, though only in passing. Long have they awaited the opportunity to fight at your side. I was at death's door that day after the Sin Eaters attacked. If you and yours hadn't come along, I'd like to have stepped through, and I wouldn't have been alone. Your courage and selflessness is something we all aspire to. I too was there that terrible day. My friend was transformed into a Sin Eater before my very eyes, and I had no choice but to cut her down. The thought of returning to the field of holding a blade again, it filled me with dread. But that is no way to honor her or my comrades, and so I have returned. I swear I will not let you or anyone else down from this day forward. A pleasure to meet you, sir, truly. It seems like only yesterday I watched as you took flight astride Namaro to go save the Oracle. Strange to think Yulmoran soldiers we once locked blades with are now on our side, but we will do our utmost to keep the peace here in Lakeland. We seem to be missing one. My apologies, Captain Lena. An elderly gentleman asked that I escort him to Clearmelt. It took longer than I anticipated. I'll not begrudge you your desire to help those in need, but a soldier must be punctual, especially when we play host to honored guests. It won't happen again. The name's Thaler. I'm sure you don't remember, but we met once before in the infirmary. Ah, that's right. I asked you to deliver a message to the Exarch and the Warrior of Darkness. Little did I know I was already talking to him. Don't give up. Don't give in. I keep those words close to my heart, and the boundless, beautiful skies above serve as a reminder of their importance. My friend got to see the knight's return shortly before he passed. He left this world with a smile, satisfied with the glimpse of what was to come. But there are countless others who weren't so fortunate. They gave their lives for the promise of a future they'll never know. And so it falls to us to do everything we can to fulfill that promise. No matter what happens, we won't give up. We won't give in. Oh my god, so many people have their hopes on me and rely on me. So I feel so needed. Okay. Our scouts at the northern staging point have not had the pleasure of meeting you in person. Let's not keep them waiting. Alright, let's get going. And actually, while we're at it, there are a couple of different quests here. Namely, let's see. So MSQ's over here. And our 2 side quests are over here. What say we do the side quests first to get the Aether Current so we have an easier time flying around? Wait, no! Go back. Go back. I just saw the fucking the blue marker there. Bjorn. Here's a sandwich. Ah, food. Thank you. And may I just say, it's a true honor to have you here. Your bravery on the field will not soon be forgotten. Wait a minute. Am I tracking this quest actually? No, I'm not. One second. Journal. There we go. Grimkog. Here's a sandwich. Wicked White, you're him! You were there, in the middle of it all. Strong as 100 men, a bulwark against a tide of eaters that threatened to overwhelm us. And now you brought me a sandwich! It's like, oh my god, it's the guy! I just roll up and it's the fucking Spy Kids 3. It's just, I'm the guy. Likely up above. I wasn't sure about the savior of our world, but then he brought me a sandwich, and you know what? He's not that bad of a guy. I'm like blanking on where this might be. Oh, it's over here. Silly me. Up here. Roldard. Hello, dudes. I bring you in particular a sandwich. We lost money. It would have been many more without your aid. And then up here. Here's your sandwich, friend. Chathwick's mother made this. That's the best news I've heard and had in days. Her cooking is excellent. I was sorry that we couldn't save their home, but at least their whole family made it out alive. Alright, that's that. Pleased were they? I expected as much. I apologize for asking such a trifling task of you, but we lost a lot of people on that battlefield. Anything that might raise morale is well worth trying. And I thought that if they admired you even half as much as I do, well... In any case, you have my sincerest gratitude. I saved my favorite portion of the food for you, so please take it along with my thanks. Oh, thank you! I appreciate that, friend. Anyways, let's get going over to Austral Imperative and get these other Aether Currents. So let's go this way. I like that the entire area over there is still sectioned off as far as like I haven't gone there yet. That's interesting. Right. Sentry Amaro. There you are. Oh. There he go. Don't worry, we're just taking this time to get the Aether Currents. I meant to do this yesterday, but I got distracted with other stuff. Eyes the wounded soldier with a gaze that could almost be described as concerned. This must be the same soldier separated from his mount. Oh. Sure. Thank you, friend. When the beast knocked me from my mount, I thought it was the end of me for sure, but however did you know where to look? You're Amaro. My mount led you to me. You don't say. I owe you an apology, little fellow. Here I thought you ran off in fear of my foe, but it turns out you were looking for help the whole time. Can you forgive me for doubting you? Whee! And with that, I'd best head back to the Imperative and let everyone know I'm alright. Thank you, friend. You saved my life today. There we go, and then we can go turn that in a moment. Now we're gonna go get the other one. Friendship sandwiches, hell yeah! I do love the, this might be a hot take. As much as I like Shadowbringers' battle theme, I think I still prefer Heaven's Words. I think I generally still prefer Heaven's Words' overworld battle theme as opposed to Shadowbringers. Don't get me wrong, Shadowbringers' battle theme is really good, but I think for like repetition and how well it fits, I think I definitely prefer Heaven's Words over Shadowbringers. Wee out. Hello, Jackrith. Traveler, hi, you're not one to pick up this position. You can deal with the bay. But since you were kind enough to grace us with your company, why don't you tell you a bit about this place? Rodiska's Round was built on the ruins of an old belfry. In more peaceful days, its clarion call would ring out through Lakeland to announce the time of day. Since the flood, however, the bell serves a purpose far more grim, to warn the residents of Lakeland of Sin Eater attacks. Would that the day return when its ring again brings only joy and not fear. Well, don't worry, now you guys can do that. 'Cause look, daytime skies and no weird hellish light. Alright, I'm gonna talk to the person up here. Well, once more ignoring the plot for some green wind. Don't worry. Oh, still up. Hail there, friend. Say, have you ever wondered how Rodiska's Round got its name? Wait, don't answer that. I have a mind to tell you anyway. Rodiska was a guardsman in the early days, one of our best and bravest. As the records tell, they say he gave his life holding off a horde of sin eaters just long enough for a group of refugees to flee to safety. The body of this hero was discovered right here at this tower, and ever since then it's been named in his honor. Makes a man proud to serve, I say. I'm supposed that the materials have been packed up and are ready for delivery. Before that though, please allow me to compensate you for your service. Here we go. And go back here. Don't worry though, the green wind helps us move faster. See? And now we can proceed with MSQ. So let's... Oh, what the hell? Yeah, I had never actually noticed there was a... I had never noticed that there was a whole castle up here. What the hell? Interesting. But yeah, I'll just leave this on autopilot for a bit and check on some stuff real quick. Watch out for that tree. Ah, yes, the Castle of Elves. Is that what that is? Interesting. And then turn around up here. And this is around the entrance to Raktika. I remember this. Oh, the grass starts to get a little... Hold on, let me investigate real quick. I noticed that the grass starts to get kind of green here. Interesting. It's neat. And this was the entrance to the Holminster Switch. Not too much used to in say for trend hold on the force of the world. Yeah, it's similar way to the Voberts in Ilmeg.
Did you slay this eater? Your orders were to await the main force before engaging.
No, Captain. It wasn't us, I swear it. A man came out of nowhere and cut it down before we knew what was happening.
Oh boy.
By himself. Certainly it is no light warden, but nevertheless.
It's true. Felled it with a single swing of his axe he did. I've never seen anything like it. So I says to him, "Who are you, the warrior of bleeding darkness?" And he says, "No, I'm a warrior of light." And that was it. Buggered off as quick as he came.
Uh-oh.
A warrior of light?
Why would someone go around calling himself that, though? It was those bastards who caused the flood. I mean, if you were going to pretend to be anyone, it'd be him, the warrior of darkness.
Yeah.
Hey? Oh, I didn't know. It's an honor.
Yeah, thank you, dudes.
Since the Eater is no longer a threat, our work here is done. Return to your posts.
I had hoped to fight at your side today, but I'll continue to follow your example, and may we meet again.
I apologize for the wasted journey. It seems I overestimated the threat.
Well...
As for this warrior of light, I do not know who would be brazen enough to take that mantle for his own. Whatever it may once have meant, it is forever tainted by the association with the Flood.
Yeah.
The Exarch told me the truth of Ardbert and his comrades' deeds, and I am aware they played some part in your own triumph. But to most, they are synonymous with the calamity that befell this world. Still, if this man is minded to destroy Sin Eaters, I may forgive him his unfortunate choice of alias. But that is neither here nor there. I thank you for accompanying me.
Appropriate that it would be Alphino that's accompanying me for this too.
Shall we return to the Crystarium? There is a proposal I should like to make.
Forgive me. There is one more thing. A personal concern of mine. I had hoped you might have a moment to speak privately.
Take your time. I shall go on ahead.
What's up, Banui girl?
I will not mince words. This matter concerns the Exarch.
Okay.
Though his countenance belies his age, his demeanor never has. He has seen more than any man should and grown ever more weary with time. But I see I give the wrong impression. While it is true he attempted to open a letter with a salmon fillet the other evening, we are not here because I suspect his mind is deteriorating. Nor do I believe him to be so maddeningly unconcerned by the prospect of his own death as he once was. Indeed, the opposite is true.
Hmm?
It is for this reason that I seek your advice. Since he returned from the Tempest, the Exarch is not as he was.
What do you mean?
He seems a different man. A younger man.
Oh.
I know not the details of his research, but when I saw him at work recently, there was a glint in his eye that I had never seen before. He looked happy. It was as if he had peered into the future and for the first time found joy there.
Aww.
Though it gladdens me to see him thus, I wonder if I should not keep my distance. I fear that my presence will only anchor him to the past. Remind him of all the pain that came before.
Aww. Yeah, he seemed pretty concerned, like, wait, but I'm right here. Like, you can talk here? What the hell?
Are you sure? Then perhaps we might remain as we were. As we have always been. What a relief. In that case, I will have to speak with him about the amount of time he is spending at work. This research is important, I know, but if he refuses to consider his own health, I will have to consider it for him.
I can see why y'all were saying wife. She has that very, very much that vibe about her. I like it. Facing the truth. Her mind at ease, Lena is ready to return to her duties. I will not keep you. You and your comrades have much to discuss. I will see the others back to their posts. Bye. Back to the Crystarium we go. All right. No, not to the pendants. God damn it. Not to the pendants. I meant to go to the docile gate. There we go. Stadium gatekeep. Just say the word. Yep. Hello. The others were quite shocked to hear what we found in Lakeland, but now that you're here, there's a proposal I should like to make. Oh boy. Let's see what Alfie has to say. I have been spending a great deal of time in the Cabinet of Curiosity, and of late I have noted more and more people perusing books on history, the years leading up to the Flood in particular. I suspect they wish to know more about the Warriors of Light, as well they should, but nearly everything I've come across describes them as Sin Eaters or worse. Personally, I don't like to see it like that, given Graha at this point like 500 years old and literally was there from her birth. Looking at it like a love relationship feels weird with that, I suppose. If anything, I get that vibe. You can also see it like as an overprotective daughter kind of angle. You can definitely see it that way. I suspect they wish to know more about the Warriors of Light, as well as they should, but nearly everything I've come across describes them as Sin Eaters or worse. Regardless of whether or not this Warrior of Light is who they claim to be, I worry that their sudden appearance, in conjunction with this renewed interest in their predecessors, may lead to growing unrest and fear. That is a good point. Grandpa-granddaughter vibe, which is fine. If the people of the Crystarium seek the truth, I say we give it to them. I too can attest to the falsehoods found within full many of the Cabinet's tomes, with nary a mention of the noble deeds of Ardbert and his comrades. To be fair, they bear some responsibility for the Flood, but when the tale is told again and again over the course of a century, I'm not surprised to see their roles distorted and then painted as villains. To Graha, she's like your granddaughter, I just want Viera a wife. Were it not for the record store within the Crystal Tower, I would have had no reason to question the narrative. Unfortunately, that knowledge was of no use, for when I arrived here in the first, their reputation had already been irreparably tarnished. That said, there still remained those who worked tirelessly to defend their good name in those early days following the Flood. Considering all the good they had done, I find it a wonder they needed defending at all. They brought justice to the men who misused my knowledge to bring about the fall of Bobert. That such heroes could be spoken of in the same breath as Sin Eaters is absurd. Under normal circumstances, I would agree, but as time passed, those who knew firsthand of their deeds dwindled. In the end, only one truth remained, that they were the cause of the Flood. With the world on the brink of oblivion, it was all too easy for the Warriors of Light to become villains deserving only of resentment and hate. At that point, the truth mattered little. It would not change their lot. Thanks to all of you, however, their lot has changed, and now they may heed the long-forgotten truth. You claimed it was Ardbert who helped you overcome Emmet Selk, correct? Such a revelation would do well to sway the hearts of those who know him only as a villain. I have shared this with a select few, but one and all must be told of the sacrifice. To that end, I see we proceed with Alphina's plan. We call together the people of the Crystarium and recount to them the true tale of the Warriors of Light and the Flood that followed in their wake. Oh boy. What say you, Vel? I wish we had done this sooner. Hello, Stan. In hindsight, I agree, but better late than never, no? I see nothing wrong with this plan. Yeah, just casually tell people, yeah, by the way, the Warriors of Light, they're actually not that bad. In fact, they helped me. He's inside of me right now. Everyone just kind of like, what the fuck did he just say? We have to reach out to anyone and everyone who might be willing to lend an ear. With any luck, word will spread and more will accompany them. Alright, let's go. You have a man inside of you? What the fuck? Alright, let's go talk to people. Hello? It's me, the Warrior of Darkness. Well, my, what a wonderful surprise, though I hope you being here doesn't mean someone's been hurt. Thanks to you, I've had far fewer patients coming through my door as of late, which, this is a shame, come to think of it. I've had fewer opportunities to test my new medicines. Hehe, I jest, of course. It's actually been quite pleasant to have a few moments to myself now and again. The truth about the Warriors of Light, but the Exarch has already spoken with me about them. Well, there's more to the tale. I'd very much like to hear it. Yep. Harbert's inside me? What the fuck? And then up this way. Up lay stairs, I believe. Blah, 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 blah. There we go. Oh, no, now it's a level down, it says. Ah, there they are. Oh, no, can't, damn it, I can't jump there. Well, what a coincidence. I was just reading over a letter I received from a Grinold not long ago. He says a visitor from the Crystarium found him at the bottom of the ocean, and that he inspired him to reach new artistic heights. Well, I can only think of one person capable of both feats, though I'd say the latter is far more impressive. To think fate could bring the two of you together in such a place. Oh, I'm sorry, you mean the Exarch didn't tell us the whole story of the Warriors of Light? Well, whatever he's left unsaid, I'm all ears. I can only think of the delivery Moogle going, Your package came in the mail, Kupo? I like the idea of answering questions in the form of a question. Or like everything you say is in the form of a question. I don't know why. I like the idea of someone speaking like that. My son's name is Paul? He ran off into the woods that way? Which between you and Ardbert is big things. Skylar White, yo! I imagine it won't be long for all of the benefits, but you've not come to talk to me about the market. Something on your mind? My man is talking stocks. I see. The Exarch did mention they had something to do with you returning to the night to Nordvrant. Alright, consider my interest piqued. Alright, and let's take the Aetheryte to the last one. Actually, Well, to what do I owe the pleasure? Whatever it is, I must ask that you be brief. With the night return, visitors have been flocking to the Crystarium, and I find myself too busy to it by half. I have broken bread with you, fought with you, grown ill, grown old. I really do. I just really do like that concept of just asking, like, answering regular ass statements as questions. Anyways, and let's go talk to the nerd in the library. Cabinet of Curiosity. Hey, nerd! Wait a minute. Hey, nerd! I am righteousness, and righteousness will prevail? Tis good to see you awake, Grahatia? Oh, remember? Remember us? Remember that we once lived? Jesus Christ. A trick of the light. Yes, that's what it was. Hear, think, feel. Warriors of Light. I have searched high and low, but alas, every account portrays them as no better than sin-eaters, abominations worthy of only scorn and resentment. I know they were not always judged so harshly, yet I can find no proof, and I dare call myself a librarian. You would address the people and tell them the truth of the Warriors of Light, of the Flood. How wonderful! You have regaled me with the tale once before, but I should love to hear it again. Oh, and you may be assured I will not come alone. Alright, nerd has been spoken to. Only those who possess the royal eye of Aleg can control the crystal tower? No such beings exist on the first? See, I'm bordering on fucking Cali girl here. Like, no such beings exist on the first? Oh my god. Graha's the Cali girl? No, stop! This joke has gone far enough! I guess we've set the Crystarium from top to bottom. Now we need to wait for the people to gather. Alright, let's see. I see you're practicing for Dawn Trail.
Yes, this looks to be nearly everyone. Let us begin, shall we?
Alright. Everyone, I have come to make an announcement. Emmett Selk pissed on my wife.
They would be more inclined to take the word of the Warrior of Darkness.
Emmett Selk is a bitch-ass motherfucker.
In light of the subject matter, who better than thee to speak these truths?
Aw, but do I have to? I'm not much of a public speaker, guys. Come on. Anyways, y'all, I have story to tell. Hear me out. In the past, there existed warriors of darkness. They were not much different to me, but they called themselves the Warriors of Light. They did many a things. I would narrate more, but I'm clearly done. Actually, never mind, I'm not done. And then my best friend Ardbert helped me.
Wicked White. The Warriors of Light did all that?
That's right.
So they never... I mean, they only ever wanted to help. And when everything they'd done turned to ash, they still carried on.
That's right. Despite everything, they tried everything they could in their power to save the first.
Then their souls. And they managed it too, in the end. They saved us.
And the word was broken.
We
So smart. Someone make an edit of that Artbird clip, but he's handing you a sandwich saying Guinness. Hurrah! All his... Hi, Artbird, I was just talking about you!
Impossible.
I take it I'm not imagining this then.
I definitely see something. You don't think it's a ghost, do you?
No, it's Alpha, no.
Yonder standeth no bloodless apparition, but a warrior of light and darkness both. Ardbert.
What in the world?
It's you! The one who slew the Eater!
That it should be the warrior of darkness who brought the truth to light. You've saved me a fair bit of time, though I have a few words of my own to say, if I may.
Uh-oh.
People of the Crystarium, I am Ardbert, one of those you know as a warrior of light.
Motherfucker, you're really gonna run his name through the mud, aren't you?
You should be dead. Aye, that I should. But as the world has been given new life, so too have I. I know not why I, and I alone, have been gifted this chance. But I do know this. Only by the will of the star itself could such a miracle come to pass. The hero who stands before you now, the warrior of darkness, is not of this world. And the day will come when he must return to his home. But this land is our home. And if it is to remain so, now and forevermore, it is we who must protect it. The time to rely on saviors from afar has passed. It is you who must rise. You who must become the new warriors of light.
What? Us? Warriors of light?
None of us were born heroes, my friend. I was only ever a man with a thirst for adventure. But wherever my journeys took me, I was invariably confronted with the same choice. To lend what aid I could to those in need, or not. And I always chose the former.
Elidibus really decided to read the fucking wiki page on Ardbert, huh?
All you need is the will to help your fellow man. And the resolve to see it through.
From thine own lips did we learn of Ardbert's fate, and by thy countenance I gather thou art not inclined to recant thy testimony. Yet whosoever this man may be, his words hold truth and resonate with the citizenry besides. For us to voice our doubts here and now would serve but to sow disquiet. 'Twere better we retired unto the ocular and there discuss this matter in private.
Oh, man.
Go. I will stay here and watch.
I know who you are, motherfucker. Over here pretending to be my bestest friend Ardbert. Yeah, no, a little bit showing you to the extent of which they're willing to manipulate, yeah.
That is a warrior of light of the first. I've not had the pleasure of making his acquaintance, but as you all seem to be in agreement, I gather this is no simple case of mistaken identity.
No.
As far as I was able to discern, that was indeed Ardbert. It has been a long time, but not that long. Could he truly have been resurrected as he claims?
No. But it isn't him. It's not him.
Ardbert did entrust his very soul unto thee. I see no reason to question thy judgment.
Nor I. To my eyes, your ether burns as brightly as the day you slew Emmett Selk. That is proof that he is with you still.
Yet that which standeth now before the people is far more than a passing imitation. I am reminded of the cardinal virtues, though a sin-eater he is not. Which leaveth but one plausible explanation.
Ascian.
That he is an Ascian.
Yep, there's the music.
Given their fondness for posthumous possession, I would have to agree. From what I understand, the Warriors of Light were laid to rest in Yulmore by those whom they had aided in life. At the time, some few still remembered them as heroes. Needless to say, 4 of them were subsequently exhumed to serve as the virtues. And if one knew where to look, Ardbert too would not have been difficult to find.
Assuming then that this is indeed the work of an Ascian, my mind inevitably turns to the last remaining paragon to survive the Sundering.
Yep.
Elidibus. That Xenos hath reclaimed his own flesh is known. Thus evicted from his borrowed form and cognizant no doubt of Emmett Selk's failure here in the first, 'tis quite possible the emissary chose Ardbert for his next vessel.
Inhabiting the flesh of the fallen. My, that is unsavory.
La Habrea did it as a fucking hobby.
You say?
Verily, for they possess no corporeal forms of their own. In what one may term their natural state, none save those gifted with the echo can perceive them. Indeed, when Elidibus intruded upon the waking sands, his presence did go unmarked by all save Minfilia and the Warrior of Light. On that occasion, I myself...
That's what I think he's trying to do. He's trying to go for, unironically, the syndrome angle of, if everyone's a hero, no one is.
When he deigned to appear before me in
Though to what end, I wonder.
Finally able to take the measure of him. In such puppetry do the Ascians engage when they seek to influence the course of history.
And they have gained much by it. Emmett Selk single-handedly built the Garlean Empire in this manner, while La Habrea came close to conquering Eorzea, having taken possession of Thancred's living body.
Yet it must needs be noted that the Ascians cannot avail themselves of all mortal vessels. For were they able to do so, none would serve as a better pawn than our own redoubtable champion. Mayhap the blessing of light shieldeth Hydaelyn's chosen from Ascian influence. Or mayhap other forces are at work. We cannot say for certain.
Well, would that be the case? Because he's able to possess Ardbert.
It holds true. I dare not contemplate.
That is, unless Hydaelyn only has like one chosen at a time. But
is it not
no,
peculiar,
that
then,
no.
that Ardbert's mortal remains should be susceptible, given that he was once a
thank
warrior
you.
of light? Or did the final departure of his soul make it possible, perhaps? Regardless, to hear an Ascian use him to call forth new warriors of light boggles the mind.
Would you have a blessing if you're dead? Fair enough, yeah.
Elidibus hath ever been an enigma, his ostensible purpose being to preserve the balance between light and dark. When he made overtures towards me, however, I was afforded a glimpse behind the mask of the self-appointed emissary. I shall not defend mine actions, undertaken in pursuit of a better understanding of our foe as either wise or prudent. Nevertheless, what little I did glean may now prove useful. Elidibus possesseth a subtle mind, practiced in the art of manipulation. That he coaxed this star's most valiant heroes as far as the source with naught save half-truths is no trifling feat. And now I believe he doth employ his skills once more to some as yet unknown end. Though naught is certain, should my suspicions prove true, we shall have need of all our wits if we are to uncover and thereafter thwart his plot.
Agreed. 'Tis plain that simply speaking out against him will not avail us. At best, it would only serve to confuse the people. And I would hesitate to do anything which might tarnish Ardbert's reputation once more, nor yours by association.
Thank you. Yes, that's my bigger concern here. Poor fucking Ardbert and his friends have already been slandered once. We don't need it to happen again.
Ardbert's movements, as we attempt to discern his purpose and how best to mitigate his influence.
His performance appears to have concluded. What now? Go back out and follow him?
Twould appear Master Alphino already hath pursuit in mind, and I suspect one pair of eyes shall better serve our cause than half a dozen. Let the rest of us maintain an inconspicuous distance, for the present at least.
Oh man. I'll take the pixie berry tea. Something I want to suggest is actually where to end the stream today. Go ahead. I think, what's the next quest after this? Asleep Disturbed. So I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 quests and 1 dungeon coming up that I need, yeah. So it seems we're going back to Fano. You do bold to dispel the falsehoods surrounding the Warriors of Light and their actions prior to the Flood, though I must say the reappearance of Ardbert, or rather one who appropriated his identity, was a rather curious development. Hope's Confluence? Hope's Confluence. Really? I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't know about that. I might stop the stream today at the end of Echoes of a Fallen Star, which is the end of this patch. And then next stream, which will be Friday, I'll pick back up with Reflections in the Crystal, which is the next patch. He's an imposter, of that there is no doubt, but to the masses he will appear as a hero returned from the grave. Yeah, Hope's Confluence is way too far. I'd have to keep the stream going for a long while, if that's the case, which is not the plan for today. I, for one, would like to know why Ardbert urged the people to become warriors of light themselves. Ere we take action, we must needs ascertain his intent. Let us pray that Master Alphino returneth sooner with that most essential knowledge. Certainly a lot more intriguing setup than hurting Monique, at least. Agreed. I think it prudent we all take measures to prepare for what's to come. Beklug and I will continue our research into how we might improve the spirit vessel, that it might one day carry you home. Then I think it's time to return to the Great Wood. Until now, everything we have learned of the Ascians has been handed to us at their leisure. But that was one of Emmett Selk's unique failings. I have no reason to think Elidibus will be as forthcoming. Nope. Fortunately, I recently received word from Fano that the heretofore unexplored chambers have been discovered deep within the Kitana Revel. Almet believes the relics within tell of a great calamity that befell an ancient civilization, that of the Ascians perhaps. They may lead us to the truths we seek. Be sure to let me know how that works out. Just know. I wouldn't dream of going without you. When you are ready, make for Fano. Almet and her sisters will be expecting us. Let us be about our task. Pray give my regards to the V's. Yeah, no, if today ends on a fairly compelling note, I might push ahead and do a stream tomorrow as opposed to Friday. And it'll be a bit of an extended stream. I'll start it at around the same time, but it'll go until 5.3 is done, and then I'll pick back up on Monday with 5.4. And then likely for that week, next week I'll conclude Shadowbringers. I'll take a small break, and then I'll come back to Endwalker, like, I don't know, like a week after or something like that. I wanted to, like I said, the key objective with me right now is I want to kind of take my time with the game, because I kind of blitzed through all of Stormblood's post-game, and through, admittedly, also a lot of just Stormblood in general. I don't really want to do that anymore. So yeah, I'll likely do another stream tomorrow where we conclude the Shadowbringers main scenario, and then we'll move on into setup for Endwalker on the coming Monday. Hello, bunny gals. Welcome, allies of Ronka. We have accomplished much since you last came. With the Light Warden dead and its minions dispersed, we have at last reclaimed our hunting grounds near Rektika Falls. It was there that we discovered more ruins. Although we ran afoul of no traps while exploring its halls, we determined that the innermost chambers were warded by magic. We all were in agreement. Before any investigation could proceed, you should be summoned. Awesome. We are grateful that you did. From what you have told me, I strongly suspect that the wisdom my comrades and I seek can be found within. This wisdom could prove invaluable, for we may soon face a foe whose greatest asset is our ignorance. I see. Then it is good that you have come. Ronka was once the home to the greatest of weapons, knowledge and understanding. And it is our duty to ensure you and yours do not want for either. That said, we must proceed with caution. To have reached the inner chambers unmolested suggests a more formidable deterrent yet lies within. Come now, surely any threats sleeping within the ruins pale in comparison to those we have faced thus far. This is not a game, sister. You should not be so eager to run headlong into danger. Oh, and who was it pining for the return of our allies that we might venture into the ruins, clutching our staff at night, wishing it were... You promised not to tell! Oh no! I suggest we be going. You're back here. Remind me exactly how old are you and your sisters? On second thought, perhaps... Man, Istola is really calling them childish. You're privileged to escort you and yours into the ruins and bear witness to its secrets. Their hearts now burn with a curiosity that is not so easily sated. Please, you needn't apologize. As a seeker of knowledge myself, I understand full well their enthusiasm, and if not for your sedulous efforts to protect the ruins, we would not be afforded this opportunity. Speaking of which, I believe I have kept you away from the ruins long enough. Hey! Let's make for let us make for the Katana Revel. Alright. Ooh. Let's get going. Ah. My favorite. It's been so long, my friend! I legit do like this track. I understand some people don't like it because of the very abrupt nature of it, but I like it. It's most strange that for these halls to be left unguarded. Have care when breaking the seal on the chamber door. Danger surely awaits us on the other side. Oh. Okay. Lahi? Tribal quest in the area? I don't think I have. Not yet anyway. I still got to unlock them.
Come. Our new discoveries are to be found this way.
There's one that explains the meaning of Lahi. It's nice. Ooh, I'll give that a I'll definitely have to do those then.
The people of Ronka are known to have venerated animals, but these features do not match those of any indigenous species. This is no common beast. Though that much is plain from its proportions.
Lifelike, is it not? One could almost imagine it breathed.
And then it breathed.
Why you... Ugh.
Children. They're like
This owl,
children.
by contrast, seems no different from the others we've seen.
The sealed door lies ahead. As you see, one statue is missing. I expect we are meant to replace it as before.
Too simple. There will be some additional defense mechanism. Just a moment. There are words carved into the stone. He who would disturb a hero's deserved slumber shall instead waken the beast and know his folly. Wait! Don't!
What? But I only... What is happening?
Yet.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, it lives!
Why am I not surprised? Prepare yourselves.
Oh, what the? Okay, I thought she got vaporized, and then everyone else started happening to everyone else. I'm like, okay, never mind. Oh, hello. What the? Oh no! They got turned into cards! Time to gamble. No, I don't want to gamble. It's still, I don't feel so good. In retribution, 4 souls have I bound. Oh no, he rhymes. Yet to heroes proven, learned and wise, a comrade's soul shall be their prize. If you would see there set free, answer me these riddles 3. Okay. Deft of paw with kin do I vie, though sought apart, betterment of the whole do our efforts descry. What am I? Hold on. Deft of paw, so no paws. With kin do I vie, though sought apart, betterment of the whole do our efforts descry. Betterment of the whole. Not coral, because coral's like a cat. Wait, but... Deft of paw? Deft means dexterous. Blah! Something I travel with pack for... Well, I know what that is. Colibri also doesn't fight. Well, that's the thing. I thought... Wolf. Woof. All in my belly do I crawl, be my strength, just for sturdy reign within our hall, what am I? I know what you are, Sneaky Boy. Dread serpent turn protector, lured to slumber ere it tear the world asunder. The riddle's answer you did discern, and thus to which a soul returns. Hey, real quick, Seamet, sorry about your sister. She might not come back. Then I shall play another game. Test of mind and memory. Choose wisely and you all may yet go free. Test of memory. Twixt these talismans, choose your companions well or sorrow no. Okay, I'm good at these. 1 second. Okay. Oh, wait. Where's the memory portion of this? You just gave me cards! Alright. I'm opening this one. Okay. Oh! It's like the Mario 3 minigame. Boop 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 boop. Okay, hold on. So it's that. It's an enemy. There it is. Enemy. There's Y'shtola. Okay, so I've already picked that one. So that leaves out... No, I've already picked that one out. This one then. No, I've already picked that one out. I'm terrible at memory. Like short-term memory, I fucking hate this shit. 1 second. Nope. Nope. Then the Y'shtola must be that one. There we go. One trial you must pass. Now I gotta beat you up. Measure of your worth. Remember about a full minute ago when you said you were great at memory games? I'm great at memory games if they're instantaneous. The second they take longer than a minute, my brain turns into mush. Let's see. Oh, uh-oh. With Dark Knight's new combat changes, I cannot possibly die. Hang on. Unironically though, with Dark Knight's new patch changes yesterday, there's no fucking way I can die now. Like everything self-heals. Everything either self-heals now or it has an additional mitigation buff. Yeah, it's definitely nicer as far as sustain, yeah, I agree. on. Almost there. There we go. Beastie defeated. Ba 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 ba. We did it. You would be proud.
Twould seem the magics have returned us. How polite. Now, what have we learned?
Ah, we were bound to run into a living statue eventually. And now we can open the door.
Learned nothing. Drink.
He who would disturb a hero's deserved slumber.
Who's the hero? We learned what it was like to be a card, anywho. For all of 3 minutes, I was 2D. Oh, what the hell?
A tomb, just as I thought. Befitting a hero.
She is Vis. Could it be the Archmage Tiuna? A legendary hero of Ronka, as you surmised. The tales tell of how she smote entire armies with a single incantation, so potent was her spellcraft. Though she ever fought in the name of peace.
Smote is a funny word.
I thought them no more than tales. To think she really existed.
Well, I for one always believed.
Dola?
I wonder. By the light of fallen stars, great power awakens.
Tiuna was not only a master of spellcraft. It is said she could see truths long lost and hear the voices of men's hearts.
Truths long... Okay.
Naught less than the echo.
Oh.
In which case, none of this is mere coincidence.
I'm lost.
A shower of stars setting the sky aflame. And in both this world and the source, we find individuals within whom a mysterious power awakened at the sight. We can never unpick the why of it. Now, however, I believe we might. Does the scene depicted here not resemble the one we saw when we first ventured into the Katana Ravel?
Yes.
Moreover, does it not recall that which Emmett Selk invited us to witness in Amarot?
Yes. Oh.
The final days. If, as the Exarch's research suggests, soul and mind share a fragile yet profound bond, might it not be possible for an event to leave such a deep imprint upon the soul that it could be perceived eons later, given a suitable trigger? The echo defies explanation by conventional etherological theory, or shall we say modern etherological theory. But if it is a power that once belonged to the ancients, to souls yet undivided, It would seem I have entered the realm of pure speculation, and I call myself a scholar. I shall refrain from making any further wild claims until such time as I have evidence.
I think I get what she's getting at, though. Essentially witnessing something of the magnitude of the final days triggers the echo in certain people.
Remember us.
Mm-hmm. It's the last thing he wants. It's for us to remember his people.
History is learned, not lived. We have always protected the tales of Ronka.
I never thought I was special.
We have protected this place.
Just rare.
But we are mindful of what our mothers taught us. We see the past through our own eyes and speak of it with our own words. Thus do we come to understand it in our own way. But this is not the same as remembering.
Your mothers were wise. Though we witnessed the final days, our impressions could not fail to be colored by our own experiences and expectations. Those who lived through it would have perceived the event quite differently.
Yeah.
We must bear in mind that it is no simple matter to keep the truth alive, or it will die with Emet-Selch and his kin. But we have disturbed Tuna long enough. Thana was served similarly well as a venue for our contemplations.
I really like how when it gets into more heavy topics like that, you can clearly, they did a really good job on making the player character very expressive. You can just tell how much it weighs on my player character just thinking about what Emet-Selch's last words were. You can tell how much it weighs on him, and I really do appreciate that little detail with the facial animation. By your pensive expression, I take it the tomb has given you much to think about. That is well. In time, the knowledge you have gleaned will lead to understanding, and thus arm you for what is to come. Before you leave, however, I would speak again of the teachings of our forebears, of histories learned, not lived. I can't look behind me. Damn it. There's a man next to me. He's huge. The legend of Tiona and her exploits has been told countless times over the centuries, yet as it is handed from one generation to the next, the story changes. With each telling of the tale, there are new flourishes, details changed or lost. We can never truly know how she lived, for we were not there to see it. But we are here now to bear witness to your life. We have seen the change you have wrought, the echoes that will endure long after you are gone. And though it too will change in time, I swear to you, we shall do our best to preserve your story. I understand. I hope you'll forgive me if I don't make an oath of my own, but I think it goes without saying we could never misspeak of your heroism. Perish the thought, so long as we are here... Wait, I can't see the other girl. Damn it, bulky man, you're covering her! We'll not know of all you have done for Norvrant. We are not deserving of such reverence, but we are grateful all the same. You can be certain that we will have our own tales to tell of the guardians of the Rektika and the ruins of Ronka. I pray you safe travels. As ever, we shall await your return with open arms. Alright, thank you. Talking to you, Stola. Although we learned naught of the Ascians, the insight we gained into the Echo made our trip worthwhile. Before we return to the Crystarium, however, there is a small matter I would attend in Slitherbow. Might I trouble you to come with me? Sure thing. We shall have a group of Runar. Onward to Slitherbow. It really is kind of incredible to me what this game is doing so far for a lot of this stuff. how embedded and kind of like wholly unique and interesting everything feels. Vel, it's good to see you. You've arrived at the most opportune time. I was preparing a pot of my famous stew. Come, I'm already a place for you. I'm sorry, Brunar, but we haven't the... Please, I insist. It will take only a minute. Oh, there you go. My apologies, Vel. It seems our return to the Crystarium will be delayed. But perhaps only for a bit if you assist me with my work. I say work, but it's rather more a chore, of course. Of course. Fetch me some stuff while Runar is cooking. Alright. I also did more of a... Squee! More of that. I'll continue that off stream. A broom for Master Matoya. I cannot imagine why she would have need of such a thing, but here you are. It is old and sturdy and sure to suffice. Alright. Wait. Oh, other room. I always forget how closed and how, like, close proximity some of these rooms are. The fact is, actually, hold on. I have a complaint. Y'shtola, you have a door that leads to your private chambers, but you can't open it. That's fucked. I trust Ascian was able to find a broom for us. Oh no, Stan's gonna bust the door open. Well, Warren, good. This would prove difficult otherwise. Though I must say, I think it did rather well for not having a broom thus far. Yes, well, you weren't buried beneath a veritable avalanche of books when you entered, were you? Right, anyway, it's time I finished cleaning with the help of that broom. Bitch, did you really get... She really said, my place is dirty, I need a broom. Warrior Light, go get me a broom. You didn't honestly think I'd do it the old-fashioned way. That broom is more than capable of sweeping by itself, or rather it will be. Switch and sweep and tidy a chamber you must keep. To this task you shall be bound until no dust is to be found. Oh. It's alive! Swish, swish, swoosh, swoosh. In this one particular respect, I have no objections to following in Master Matoya's footsteps. Bruno is a fail wife, thank you very much. In future, I may need you to remind me that the pursuit of knowledge does not pursue equally important too, such as maintaining clean quarters for said pursuit. They miss this place, these people. Uh-oh. Aww. Master Matoya, pardon the interruption, but the stew is ready. Sweet boy, he's down so bad. Look, it doesn't help that Y'shtola clearly has a type. Is something troubling you? You've been rather quiet. No, everything's fine, I assure you. It's been a long day is all. I see. Y'shtola, thank goodness you're still here. Hello, friendos. Alphino, I thought you were following Ardbert. I was, though I'm sad to say I lost track of him shortly after entering these woods. He seems determined to traverse every elm of Nordvrant in his quest to spread the truth in the Warriors of Light and the Flood. Precedes him at every destination, making his task all the more simple. It remains to be seen to what end he encourages the people to become Warriors of Light themselves. But there is no denying that his words have struck a chord with many. Well, we're all agreed that this is just another Ascian ploy, yes? They've commandeered corpses before, and to no good end. I see no reason to think this time is any different, especially when it's that of a fallen warrior of light. I doubt we'll learn more if we remain a step behind. His next destination is, in all likelihood, Slitherbow. Alize, are you certain you should be here? If you're concerned about Halric and the others, you needn't be. Their treatment is going well, but progress is slow and exhausting. For all of us. The best thing I can do right now is let them rest, so I believe we were about to discuss how to arrange a meeting with their would-be Warrior of Light. Before visiting any towns or villages, Ardbert would hunt down and slay a nearby senator to earn the locals' trust. Our best chance of getting ahead of him is to find one before he does. Thankfully, Thancred and Reen have returned from the empty and have taken up the search. Reen believeth one may lurk beneath the boughs of woven oath. Then that is where we will start a search. I'm guessing it's dungeon time! Master Matoya! A warm bowl of stew will be awaiting your return. I look forward to it. Aw, poor dude. Yen Sid immediately calls his lawyer at the self-sweeping broom. Alright. Let's go! Oh, I wanted Lahi, but it's nighttime, so no Lahi. I'm curious to know, like, again, I keep repeating myself here in this regard, but it's like, I do wonder what... Never mind, no dungeon time, I guess. Sleepy?
If you were hoping to vent your frustrations on our Issa friend here, I can only apologize.
Few as they are now, it took us no time at all to track it down.
That suits our purpose perfectly. Now we need only wait for Ardbert to arrive.
Weren't you two meant to be attending to the empty?
We were, and are, but we can hardly ignore the rest of the world, so we thought we might see how things were coming along. From what we can gather, the answer is strangely.
Things are being weird.
Right now, we think we can do more good here.
It is heartening to have all present.
Indeed. We will be glad of the additional hands should matters escalate.
Our quarry has come.
Oh. Hello, friend.
It seems I've lost this particular race.
That you have.
Although I suppose it's only fair. When we first met, it was I who outpaced you. Ravana, was it?
You're not fooling anybody, my dude. I know who you are.
But where are my manners? I wouldn't be here were it not for you, and I have yet to say a word of thanks.
Extend a friendly fist. Well?
I'm giving you trouble? You should have it examined.
You fuck. Indeed, Artbert.
Very well. Let us forego this pretense. After all, it was never you that I needed to deceive. Yes, it is I, Elizabeth. Through your time in Emet-Selk's imitation of our home, I dare say you have gained a better understanding of my role since last we met. Not that it matters.
We understand your role, emissary, but not your goal. What is it that you seek to achieve?
I seek to enact the will of the Convocation, of course. If it helps you to think of me as but another Ascian, no different in nature or purpose from the rest, you are welcome to do so.
Once, I would have said your goal was destruction alone.
Not anymore. We know better now.
Now I understand that you fight for something you love, just as we do. Yet though we seem doomed to clash, I bid you consider Emet-Selk's final words. Remember that we once lived, he said. Had he not seen some glimmer of hope in our kind, I do not believe he would have spoken thus.
None better understood your plight than he. His words must surely be worthy of your consideration.
Emet-Selk. How very unlike you to err so gravely. That one should stray at the end of so onerous a path is understandable, but I had thought you above such weakness. Mayhap you thought the same. Would that I had been present to offer correction. But I shall do so now, as is my duty, and return all to its proper course. As for you, look at yourselves. Look at your history. Look back 100 short years to how your greatest warriors were undone. And now, at but a word from me, you raise your hands in answer like the puppets you are. Naught has changed. You fail, and you fail, and you learn nothing. Allow that which is most important to slip through your fumbling fingers like so many grains of sand, again and again and again, and you would remember us. You do forget yourselves. There is no common ground to be found between you and I, nor do I require any. I have my duty.
Wait!
Well, we have confirmed the identity of our foe at least. And 'tis safe to say his objective is the rejoining.
Yep.
But we still have no idea how playing the part of a warrior of light will further his cause, nor why he would spur others to do the same.
Another visit to the Tempest may shed some light upon these mysteries.
We're going back to Amarat.
Whether we are to exchange words or blows with Elidibus at our next meeting, the fact remains. We know too
All right,
little.
later.
Ere our paths cross again, I would learn more of the world that once was, and
Yeah,
Elidibus
good.
himself.
More time in Amarat is always fine by me.
In this,
I fucking love it. I loved being in Amarat. Every second of those last, what, 3 hours during the final stream of main scenario, I fucking loved everything about Amarat.
Born of Emmett Selt's memory. I fear it will teach us little that we do not already know.
I quite agree. Yet the ruins of the actual city remain unexplored. Given the vastness of the Tempest, I should not be surprised were there more such structures like to those in which the Ondo reside.
Maybe we can grab a bite to eat there in the mood for candy. There's a lot to be learned.
A man after my own heart.
Assuming we are all in agreement, then I suggest we first pay a visit to the Ondo. If anyone can tell us where more ruins are to be found, it is them.
Onward! Onda da sea. Alphino has the right of it. Let us pay a visit to the Ondo. We should speak with Tos Ath first. As chieftain, he is doubtless privy to a great many secrets. Alright, let's cheek this. Did I say? Let's cheek to speak. Let's cheek to speak Fondo. I fucked up my words there and I said something weird. I have sent for no finless ones. Perhaps instead you come seeking something of us. Yeah, maybe. Ruins which are kind of yet to explore. I see. I know of one such place, alas under these circumstances I'm afraid we can spare none to guide you there. And what circumstances are these? Rather than hunt for their own meals, the Benethos have pillaged their stores of Minuri liver. They must be replenished with it. Of course. Yeah, go get our foodstuffs. The vital information, does it not? Moreover, one could argue that by employing Bismarck to reach these depths, and thereby diving back to the waters, we are part responsible for the deeds of those driven to desperate ends by changing the climes. One good turn and all that, yeah. Thought you might say that. I remember when to miss an opportunity to help. Alright then, let's go do another menial task. Hooray! Let's go! Hooray, menial tasks. I love playing hit game Final Fantasy XIV, where in order to progress with story, you have to do menial tasks. I'm bitching too much about it, but I really don't mind it that much. It's just kind of like, man, just things are starting to get interesting suddenly. Please give us the liver. Please give me liver. But yeah, no, I really do like the underwater. I say underwater look, it's technically not, but I do like the look of this place. And the music too is pretty good. Oh man, it's all the way over here. At least things are interesting. No, yeah, for sure. Better than, what I saw you doing yesterday. Ba 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 ba. Okay, there we go. I'll keep it at that, honestly, because I do. I want to go. Actually, I'll just keep my mouth shut in regards to anything related to On Trail. Anyways, hello, dude. Bristly bag. Each site you turn and find that they're all filled with wheat down to the bottom. You also find that raw wheat is unpleasantly pointy. Ow! Fuck! It's not filled with assorted vegetables. Liver is not a vegetable. Clammy cask. On Christmas Eve, you take the faint aroma of fresh oranges, far cry from the rather memorable scent of Minuri liver. Minuri! Where's my liver? Where's my liver? What the hell? It's him! Just staring. I haven't forgot why we're here, I swear, only this bird hasn't taken its eyes off me since I found it. I think it might be lonely. Shoebill is a recurring Easter egg, keep an eye out. Yeah, I've been told. What the hell? Fucking creepy ass Shoebill. That Shoebill. Arianja, what do you have to say? Tancred taught her well. Mayhap over here. Bulbous bag. Brilliant. Are those them? That's right. Perhaps you've deduced this already, but it seems that Benthos have been raiding Collusion's storehouses as well as those of Leondo. Oranges, pumpkins, wheat. But we can discuss this after we see the liver safely back to Tulsoth. It wouldn't do to keep him in suspense. And now, returning to the Ondo Cups. Hello, I'm returned. Relieved to see you unspeared. That's an interesting way to put that. Our precious levers! I knew you would not fail. We also found all manner of foodstuffs from Kalusia in the Flounder's floor. Tell me, Tulsoth, does that seem odd to you? It's brazen, to be sure. I'm reminded of rumors I've heard recently concerning a rash of thefts from Kalusian warehouses. The perpetrators enter in the dead of night and are gone before anyone has realized what has happened. The Ulmoran army has been investigating, but thus far to no avail. Perhaps the reason they have struggled to do so is that their quarry is of the sea. The true question, then, is what we mean to do about it. Much as I would like to proceed to the ruins without further delay, we cannot allow the Benthos to carry on as they are. If I may, I believe that the ruins are in fact key to the Benthos plans. Is that so? These ruins, which lie deep within the illuminated land, are a recent discovery. We have seen signs that the Benthos are preparing to claim them with all haste. We could not fathom why, but in light of the knowledge that they have been stockpiling resources, it is clear that their queen will soon give birth. They require space to raise their young, and food for both queen and hatchlings to thrive. Well, we can hardly fault them for that. Under normal circumstances, perhaps, but conditions in the Tempest are far from suitable for spawning. Its resources barely able to sustain our current population. There is only one reason they would disregard this. They seek to build an army, and with it take revenge upon the Finless. It's not a surprise. They came to us not long ago, seeking allies for the cause. We rebuffed them, of course. The suffering of others will not serve as a balm to their own. Their queen, however, desires only bloodshed, and will gladly send her children to die in our stead. If they're planning to wage war, that changes matters considerably. Indeed. I doubt that this can be resolved without violence, but perhaps with a show of our force, we can convince them to see reason before the die is cast. Sorry for the yawn there. I would rather not risk your people in the attempt. If we travel to the illuminated land, is there a way we might identify the ruins ourselves? Yes. Once you reach the depths, go deeper still. You will see a monstrous structure there upon the seafloor. That you have come to us now is of the will of the Ancient Ones. They have guided you here so that you may drive out the usurpers, those who seek to use their magnificent creations with vile purpose. I have no doubt that they will show you the way forward. I'm afraid that the dead do not speak quite so clearly. Nevertheless, we shall try not to disappoint. Ishtola really gave them the look of, your culture is weird. Offending. Item level 500, huh? Also, I just realized, if that item level stuff is 500, my current 530. I need to upgrade my shid. Though, how many tomestones do I have, actually? I need more. I need to do some tomestone grinding. Though our course hath been decided, to pursue it we must needs beseech the aid of a friend. I speak of Bismarck. Follow me, pray follow me to the Sullen that we might seek an audience with him once more. Time to go see Bismarck. And where's that? In the Sullen. That would be over there. In Lakeland, so let's over at the Hostile Imperative. Alright. And this way. And let's just set the course to autocorrect. Let's just do that. Hope everyone's doing okay so far. Probably only going to be going for another hour or so, if that, depending on how long the dungeon takes and depending on how long the next section of the game takes. Because I'll be wrapping up after we're done with the dungeon for the day. Looking at some stuff right quick. Right, I believe we're almost there. So now turn this way. Down. And there's Orionja. From here, we press onward to the Isle of Ken. I myself shall proceed on foot. You've perfected your technique, then? Wait, what? Just so, the water will be as glass beneath my feet, and provided purchase fragile yet true. Watch closely. Did Orionja... Motherfucker! Perfect your swimming technique. It would be a pity if you drowned, truly. Oh hush, I'm sure it'll be brilliant. It's Jesus. Orionja, you obtuse motherfucker. You really developed a whole new thing just to... Oh my god. Yeah, he's done it. That's incredible. Oh no! For the love of which. You okay, buddy? My apologies, the technique required the purest of focus and mine was lacking. To perfect this magic, I went so far as to deal with the Floth, and with their aid, mine efforts finally met with success, albeit on single occasion. I know not why I cannot repeat it. I thought I saw you waver a bit toward the end there. Perhaps you're simply tired. Thancred? Oh, what the hell? Only a dizzy spell, though it may not be wise to go for another... Uh-oh. Wait a minute. I think... I'm certain you'll agree. I feel like that might have something to do with their aether bond to their bodies. That's not good. I will petition Bismarck's aid on our behalf. Let us pray my diplomacy proveth more effective than my experimental magics. You speak with the voice of the king, little neighbors. I will not deny you. As before, if you seek what sleeps beneath the sea, I will be your guide. Thy kindness is as boundless as the depths, serene one. Before we depart, however, I would ask a favor. After our last flight, I found many creatures clinging to me. I am itchy. Remove them and I will take you below. With all haste, it shall be done. God damn it, this game, I swear. So did he agree? Aye, although I agreed to a favor in kind. Cleanse his underbelly of barnacles. Alas, one must needs dive beneath the surface to do so. Even if I could master the power to walk upon it, it would avail me not. Oh, for heaven's sake, is that all? Val and I are more than capable of that. With the Kojin's blessing, we'll have done it within moments, and better that than standing here listening to this nonsense. I take the take the left. Now go. Okay, Alisaie, if you say so. I am in your debt. Hurry on, Jem, my friend. Just learn how to swim. I get it, man, but like, come on. Wait, why did I do that? Help! Hold on. Barnacles. Beep 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 beep. Gotta love these quests. We're done. I'm informed that we have made a part without further delay. Long time, another did the favor of me. Came in home and back. Ken was his. Oh my god! Away from the people and their wars. It was a joke earlier. The Isle of Ken is literally named the Isle of Ken because there was a dude named Ken on it. Brief though it was always is, but I remember him and how he laughed when we flew. Slept. I too slept that day. Many days since. The light fades and the dark returns. Ken sleeps, but in memory he laughs, and together we fly. Here, I am awake. Speak and be heard again. Shame others cannot understand me. It's the language of man. It is time I grant your request. But first I will take flight to cleanse my body and prepare. The dive will be swift and I would not have you struck by errant debris. So this island was named for a man. How easily the past is forgotten. I see what the focus this expansion is. Well, not expansion, this patch is. I see. But it had no bearing on the task in hand. I should be glad to share the rest with you anon. Fine, later then. Huh. Uh-oh. Oh. Fucking hell, these two. No, she's giving you the pretty eyes. You gotta rest for her, Thancred. Oh, alright, if you insist. You too, Vel, you've been running yourself ragged. No, I haven't. Yes, ma'am. In that case, I'll leave the old man, the old man in your care. Oh, wait a minute. Never let it show. When she realizes she struck a nerve, she remembers. By God, she remembers. In any case, if we must be made to rest, I know a place in Sullen that's better than most. Come with me. This mother... Your stroller called me old. I don't know if I'll ever recover from this. I'm good. Age cometh wisdom, so I pray. Speaking of dads, Dad Fort? What? Oh my God. So, chaps, what have we all been up to lately? To hear her speak, you'd think I'd be on my deathbed. By the 12th, I wish that girl wouldn't worry so much. Thy countenance bellies the words, Master Thancred. Dad chat? I'm sure I don't know what you mean. Let the record show that I'm here under protest. Old Colin PNG slants into frame. I mean, what, you thought this white hair that I have now is fucking residue from my light absorption fiasco? No, they're canas. It's the lumbago. And if the abundance of anglers is any indication, even an amateur might land an impressive catch. Shall we try our hands at it? Guys, I was about to say, I'm really about to go fishing with the old dads. It's Nightshade. He was attacked on the road from the Crystarium and barely escaped with me life. I suppose we might have predicted this. Never a moment's rest. You mean you'll help? For free? Thank you! If I recall correctly, Nightshade is a local band of outlaws. I doubt they'll trouble us over much, no more than they already have by interrupting our relaxation at any rate. Alright, it's time to... Hello. Oh my god, Banui! Look at him. He's fantastic. Alright, let's get going. Yeah, no, here I was about to have a fishing trip with the boys, and then... The new minion, yo. These two have matters well in hand by the looks of it. I'll not forget this kindness. May we meet again. Yeah! Hello. Is that you, sir? Don't tell me we've just deprived that poor fellow of the honor of being rescued by the Warrior of Darkness. We had no idea you were in the area. Fancy us meeting again so soon, huh? Why, I believe I even recognize your companion. Is it from the new 7.1 dungeon? Yes, it is. Ah, yes, from the infirmary. You had a message for the Crystal Exarch, did you not? It's good to see you back on your feet, and on patrol no less. Oh, it's nothing as official as that. Strictly speaking, we're off duty, but as we had a free moment, we thought we'd give a few of the less traveled roads a look. The guard doesn't have enough hands to patrol them regularly, you see. That's admirable. There are a few so devoted to their duty, in Lakeland or beyond. Well, we've just been talking about it for a while, and neither of us is satisfied with just seeing out our service. It feels like we could be doing more, like we should be doing more. It's all about having the will to help your fellow man and the resolve to see it through. I remember you, the excitable one. Sorry, sir. I got a bit overexcited the other day. I couldn't get my words out. The name is Vonard, sir. I'm with the guard, but I just don't want to protect Lakeland. I want to protect the lot, just like the Warriors of Light. Sadly, our duties prevent us from venturing too far from our own little corner of Norvrant. What we'd really like to do is travel, to better ourselves and go where the need is greatest. But everyone has to start somewhere, don't they? For now, if we can stop Nightshade from robbing the odd fisherman, then that's what we'll do. Keep at it, guys. At this rate, you'll be doing menial side quests as your main quest in no time. Well, future heroes of the first, do you think? They want not for spirit, 'tis a pity they draw their inspiration from so clouded a wellspring. Yet it availeth us not to fret into idleness. We must needs press on if we are to bring Elidibus' schemes to light. Bwah, 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 bwah. Alright. And let's talk to Urianger again. Beneath the surface. Though our own respite was cut short, I dare say we are all eager to avail ourselves of such knowledge as the ruins may hold. Aye, and I doubt further contemplation of Elidibus' machinations will be conducive to relaxation. We may as well make for the split hole now. Alright then. Let's get going. And I will ride there. Actually, wait. No, I actually won't ride there. Where is it? Split hole. And right. I actually won't ride there. I just read. Aha! Joke's on you! Wait. Are you kidding me? I thought it finished the teleport cast, so I thought. Hang on. At split hole. That's over and right. It finished the cast for teleportation, so I thought it was gonna do it. Alright. Blum, blah, 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 blah. Split hole. All are present and we need to wait. Bismarck's coming. Pray make ready. Oh. Okay. Let's do this then. Going with NPCs. I'm taking the twins, and I'm taking You stole it with me. Let's do it! Whoa! The anamnesis. I can't read. Anamnesis. All right. To the depths. These are poor neighbors indeed. Ananesis and ear. All right. And deer. I missed a D. You're fine. So jazzy music, I love. For a second there, I almost thought I heard the Stormblood leitmotif. Bwah, 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 bwah. I was like, what the hell? What's that doing here? There we go. Time has come to part with these interlopers. Oh, this is so cool though. Oof! We got one. I like the music. It's good. Bum, 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 bum. Right. There we go. There it lies. I give you my breath. Oh, here we are. Holy shit. Yeah, this is what's left of Amarat. Bring it. No, there are two of them. This is from the main city, I gotcha. I love that I've been able to time a lot of my darkest nights really well. Giving myself a pat on the back there for honestly. At just how I've been able to time them all with the tank busters. Pop reprisal. There we go. There we go. Savage aim materia. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, let's keep going. And here we are. Garden of Recollection. Wait. Probably shouldn't have summoned a Steam for that, but whatever. Right. Nope. A Niter Leech. Oh, here they come. Right, there we go, and then moving on. God, though, honestly, considering what happened to Amarat, and then like the years upon like in the ages since like it was last upkept, the buildings are in relatively good condition for being underwater. All right. Come here. Right. And next boss. Who's that? That's a battery. That looks like just a battery. Vision developed to tend to us. The hell? Oh, what the hell? I'm confused by that mechanic. So pay attention here. So they're standing there, and then they move into here. I see. Okay. Red is first, blue is next. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Shit. Ah. Alright, but I get it now. And I just gotta be on the lookout for those AoEs. Or those, like, swinging strikes. The road that we walked is lost in the flood, and proud angels bathe in their wages of blood. At this the world's end to be cast off tomorrow. I've become very familiar with this song. I kind of love it. Let's go kick that dude's ass. Let's do it. Pow, pow, pow. Yeah, okay, so just back away from when he starts doing that. Alright, so red is first, then blue. Alright, so blue first. And then red. Alright. I get the mechanics now. I understand your game, man. And then an AoE before this. Nope. Okay, we're doing this first. Wait! Ooh! Close. Okay. Stack marker. And in. Ah, shit! Damn it. There we go. It's done. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Oh, action learned oblation? Is that what that is? Reduces damage taken by target party member or self by 10%. Ooh! Interesting. Okay, so basically I can kind of use that as a self-mit or a mitigation on a party member. That's interesting. Maximum charges to defend duration 10 seconds. Oh, keep one. I got too many mitts. Come here, stinkies. Like Black Sign, except it doesn't cost MP. Interesting. But it requires 2 charges, it says, but 2 charges of, 2 charges of what exactly? Bitch. Oh, I get 2 charges of it before it goes on cooldown. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Oh, and I guess because this dungeon is synced to level 80, I don't have it. Gotcha, gotcha. Alright. I was wondering about that. Probably shouldn't have done that. I popped 2 of my defensive walls all up at the same time. Shouldn't have done that. I have a bad habit of doing that on occasion. There we go. I love how all 3 of my dudes are casters, so they're just in the back. There we go. Ah, shit. Alright. There we go, and doors open. This is a long dungeon, though. I'm certain that it could go by a lot quicker if we had people. That we're done, it looks like. Arrive at the Noesis. Oh, he's a chunky motherfucker. Ruxdim. Bum 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 bum. I love that Quagga is just the one you go with. Ah, damn it. I see the thing with that. I see it. I understand you. Oh, I'm not going to be able to admit that. Ow. I'm guessing. Well, shit. Ugh. The mechanics! The mechanics! Alright, so they're all gonna... God damn it, I thought I was safe! I can admit that. Ow! There's Alizé hogging the fucking LB again. Oh, I can't admit that. Oh my gosh. There we go, we did it. We did it. He did. I feel kind of sad, but not really. It's just... Think about it this way, you were kicking some fish out of your house. Yeah, pretty much. Anyways, lore time.
This structure must have served an important function. And here are yet more crystals.
Interesting.
I too noted the crystal repository on the way. The Benthos seem to employ them in their spellcasting.
In such vessels did the ancients preserve concepts, ideal forms to be drawn upon in the act of creation. That so great an abundance should reside here lendeth credence to Ishtola's conclusion. This facility held great significance.
So this is the ancients' creativity juice. Huh? Whoa! Oh, hello. Thank you all for joining us at Aniter in this most perilous of times. By the summoning of Zodiark have we been granted a reprieve, yet immutable as the laws he has woven may seem, they will not serve to forestall our doom. Nay, should we continue down this path, our fate will be the same. I said as much to the convocation, of course, but the stubborn fools turned a deaf ear to my warnings. I had hoped that the defector, at least, would side with us, but I regret to report that our overtures have gone unanswered. Whither tend your thoughts, Venat? Where you lead, we will... Venat? I shall not speak ill of the convocation. They too seek only to secure the future of our star. Yet it is plain that we will not countenance a permanent solution. That being the case, we must ask ourselves a simple question. Are we prepared to pursue our chosen course, even should it mean suffering the eternal condemnation of our brethren? Venat? If so, I see no further reason to demur. Let us bring forth the light and shall ever keep the darkness in check. Oh. Well, I think we all know what we just bought. Yeah. Yeah.
Their discussion did seem to imply as much, yes. I cannot say I have ever heard of this Venar before.
For a certainty, Emet-Selch never uttered the name, speak though he did of the schism which Zodiark's advent wrought upon mankind. Some were of the viewpoint that his power must needs be restrained, and to that end did they call forth she who would serve as his shackles. We now know that it was this Venar to whom they looked for leadership.
And that this place, in all likelihood, served as their headquarters. The presence of such intimate records attests to that.
So this is less creative juice and more so just their 3,000 terabytes of data. In artist terms, this is their 3,000 terabytes of ref sheets.
The device there? Then let us see what other secrets it holds.
Venar, please, why must it be you? If I may speak plainly, I would sooner it were another, any other. You are our leader. None can take your place. You know as well as I that few support our but few support our cause. Far fewer than they who place their faith in Zodiark. If Heidelin is to stand a chance of opposing him, I am the only one who might suffice as her. Rest assured, however, I shall not vanish from this world. The form I take shall ever remain my choice. And I will press you no more. Only know this, you will be sorely missed. I wonder. This is how the convocation felt about Elidibus. Wait a minute. Would that imply that Elidibus is the heart of Zodiark? And that Venar is the heart of Heidelin?
Forgive me, but did that not strongly imply that Elidibus sacrificed himself to become Zodiark's heart?
Thanks for explaining what I just talked about. He stole a fucking copycat.
7 hells. Then who or what are we dealing with?
Also, real quick, Deox, I don't think this is still part of Emet-Selch's recreation. This is actually here. To my knowledge, this is stuff that's actually in the ruins. This survived everything else. The device appears to activate... Yeah, activate via a form of ethereal attunement, not unlike an aetherite. But beyond that, I can say little for certain, save that we should take it this opportunity to see what other records it contains. Is this also an Amarat recreation? No response, confound it. If I may, my lady, the panel did formally emit... Someone consult the... Not even the locals say this has been here. Oh, okay. The panel did formally emit a soft yet perceptible glow. That it doth not so no longer may betoken the depletion of some essential energy within. Given how long it has lain dormant, I think it fortunate it functioned at all. That may be, but if we can't get it to work again, we'll be leaving with more questions than we've answered. The white-robed emissary hath ever named himself Elidibus, yet if the shade spoke true, Elidibus ceased to be ere even the sundering came to pass. This calleth to mind a truth that Emet-Selch did once reveal in passing, that the names by which we know of our foes are not those given to Ascians at birth, rather they are the titles of office afforded to individuals of merit at such time as the role becometh vacant. Perchance the Elidibus at Zodiark's heart and the emissary with whom we are acquainted with be not one and the same, but predecessor and successor. It's possible, if the previous Elidibus perished before the final days, the one we know could still be a survivor of the Sundering, and yet something in that explanation rings false. I will remain for a time. I would not abandon any of my attempts to revive the device so soon. There is more to learn here. I can feel it. In matters of aetherology, I know of none as capable as thee. If there existeth a means to learn more, thou wilt surely find it. Whilst thou art thus engaged, we shall attend to matters on the surface. Oh man. That's a lot to think about. You may now enter the Amnesis Uniter with a party of NPC avatars. To make use of this feature, open Trust Duty. So just Trust, not Duty Finder. Interesting. Echoes of a Fallen Star. Urianger presumably has some idea as to what you might usefully do while you're still pursuers. Can we but uncover Elidibus's true origins, we may yet come to understand his designs. To that end, Y'shtola must needs be afforded as much time as she doth require to complete her investigation. To the extent that such things are within our control, yes. Speaking of which, perhaps we might trouble the Exarch for news of his progress with the spirit vessel. He will no doubt wish to hear of our own discoveries as well, such as they are. Oh. We're back. Huh? Oh, hey, Graha. Oh, hey, everybody.
Dare I ask what's going on?
Ah, excellent timing. For me, in any case.
We have a problem.
The vast majority of those gathered here are presently in the employ of the Guard or else one of the facets, and no longer wish to be so.
Ah.
In principle, all are free to change vocation at any time, but a city does require a certain number of people in these positions if it is to continue to function. For the moment, I have asked them to postpone their resignation until such time as replacements can be found. As you may have surmised, we have the Warrior of Light to thank for this.
It's you! The Warrior of Darkness! You understand, don't you? Someone's going to have to look after this place once you're gone. We just want to be ready to do our bit when the time comes.
I get that, but...
And not only here, but everywhere. Which is why we've got to get out there and lend a hand to those in need. That's what you did, isn't it? Even if it was just little things at the start. You helped people.
People, chocobos, you name it.
And we're trying to do the same. We may have our sky back, but there's no shortage of people who still need help. If we follow in your footsteps, then I choose to believe we too can be heroes one day. Even warriors of light.
I have a feeling I think I know what's going on, but I'll keep my predictions until this cutscene's over.
What are we to say to that? We can hardly tell them they are mistaken. They seek but to do good, as you have.
But no more can we stand idly by and suffer a paragon's scheme to proceed unchallenged.
The hell? Huh? What the fuck? That's not normal.
What's happening to the sky?
What the hell's going on?
Wicked White. Oh no.
By the 12.
A star shower.
Elidibus, I see exactly what you're fucking doing.
I hear a voice.
I know oh my god.
You and all. And why does it feel like it's inside my head?
Overabundance of light.
Hear, feel, think.
Get more people to be warriors of light. And then there's gonna be too many warriors of light.
Me too.
Did I not tell you, my friends? You are warriors of light. You're back!
Huh? What?
What you hear is the voice of light itself, and it has blessed you with its power. Welcome to the fold!
I'm a warrior of light.
Dude just casually granted these guys the
I've been
echo?
chosen?
Can it be?
Me, the hero.
Wait! The falling stars, were they your doing? And why do you need warriors of light?
Yes.
What, am I to reveal my plans simply because you asked? Nay, I think not. Though the stars, I acknowledge mine. A convenient illusion, apt to awaken what little is left of the power that once resided in your sundered souls. That which you and yours call the echo. And an echo it is, of a symphony. But a fraction of what men in their completeness once possessed.
So I already had an idea as to what the truth of the echo was. I'm glad to know I was right.
Have only the faintest trace of it. But though sundered and forgotten through death and mocking rebirth, it has persisted. A whisper of our past. burned into your very ether, along with the sight of our end. Through the rekindling of memory, I have awoken the ability, just as Hydaelyn is wont to do when she has need of new minions.
The Echo hath ever been thought a gift from Hydaelyn, a boon granted solely to her chosen. Yet thou wouldst claim she merely awakeneth the power that men should hearken unto? Her voice. Given the perceived simultaneity of her call and the awakening of her chosen's capacity to hear it, it is only natural that we thus attributed the source of the gift. Yet if, in truth, the Echo is a prerequisite for hearing her voice, one might surmise that her call never ceaseth, such that all who awaken to their innate gift might receive of the blessing of light at the self-same instant. In sooth, we bore witness to this but moments ago. At the sight of the star shower, full many in the crowd did speak of hearing a voice in their minds, did they not?
Just so. And whenever Hydaelyn has need of new servants, she is quick to pluck comets from the heavens or create illusions of the same.
Why then didst thou conjure this vision, full knowing that thine age-old foe would thus claim those awakened to the gift?
Foe? You must be mistaken. As you see, I am a warrior of light.
Quit the shit, dude.
And together with my comrades in arms, I shall save the world. Just like you.
Well then. The more Elidibus reveals, the less I understand, but that he has made a fine mess of things is plain. Save the world from what, though? From us? Is the first thought that comes to mind? He is gone, then. I've managed to persuade a number of our would-be deserters to reconsider, or at least delay their departure, but as many are deaf to my entreaties, young Thaler and Vonard among them, I'm sorry to say they have quit the guard. Nevertheless, I wish them well. Whatever Elidibus's plans for them might be, excuse me, the pair have only ever had the best of intentions. One can hardly blame them for thinking themselves heroes elect, not after having them blessed with the Echo, and it's not as if they haven't shown the requisite spirit. I quite agree, though the impetus for their sudden departure may have been words falsely spoken. The men and women in whose footsteps they would follow are heroes in truth, warriors of light, Ardbert yourself most all. And so I would ask a favor of you. Speak with them ere they embark on their journey, and furnish them with what wisdom you can. They've set off for the Amaro launch, but you should still be able to catch them if you leave now. Worth the effort, I'd say. I recall correctly, Admiral Merwood took the time to usher you out onto the wider world many moons ago. That's right. I think that comparison rather flatters Thaler and Vonard, but the point still stands. They would doubtless be greatly encouraged were the Warrior of Darkness himself to see them off. If thou art willing, I prithee go. Thou mayst safely leave the task of unfolding that which did transpire to Anamnesis. I was like, to fuck up with words like that. Alright, let's go ahead and go to the launch. Hang on. Hey, Skywatcher. Where's the... Oh, it's over there. I'm stupid. I'm not walking all that way up there, I'm taking the lift. And by lift, I mean the Aethernet shard. Now, Vel, why didn't you just use the crit? You know what? I'm a little wacky. Leave me be. You again? I mean, it's you, sir. Sorry, it's been a funny old day. You can be sure we'll take those words to heart. I still can't believe it. You coming all this way just to speak to us. I swear we won't let you down. So long as it helps someone, we'll do what needs doing out there, no matter how small. And when larger threats loom, we'll be ready to face them. You see if we aren't. Wonder and danger await you in equal measure, but turn not from either. Well, what are you waiting for? Get out of here! We'll be off then. Farewell, Warrior Darkness, and thank you. Hooray! We did it! Oh, hey Stan. Alright, so let's go talk to the Crystal Exarch. Let's go talk to the Crystal Exarch and see what's what. Trial at the end of the sequence is great. Definitely take a minute to go back and listen to the trial BGM after the fight and the following scenes. I will. Thank you for making the effort. I'm certain your words will be a boon to them. While you were away, the others told me of your investigation. We have yet to discuss how to proceed. However... Oh boy, here we go. While your findings in that place do raise important questions as to the identity of our adversary, we are no closer to discerning his design, nor do I know of any other potential avenue of investigation. For which reason we must needs to trust Y'shtola's ingenuity, and wait for her efforts to revive the Ancient's device to bear fruit. What if I were to attempt to follow the emissary? Elusive as he is, his plan compels him to court public attention. He shouldn't be impossible to find. Especially for one of your experience, it does seem worth the attempt. Then I'll come with you, safety in numbers. In combat, perhaps, but where stealth is required, the opposite is true. Happily, I don't plan on getting myself caught, so you've no need to worry. Nor do I intend to vanish for moons on end. We still have the empty to attend to, don't we? Alright then, I look forward to your return. But it sounds like the rest of us should avoid doing anything which might prompt Elidibus to look too closely at our movements. Insofar as it's possible, I recommend we limit our activities to the Crystarium. Speaking of which, Exarch, might I ask if you've made any progress with the spirit vessel? Of course, we are presently studying the principle underpinning memory transference and, I believe, nearing the requisite level of understanding. Less hearteningly, practical trials of transference methods suited for use with the vessel have yet to yield satisfactory results, to put it mildly. But there are still promising possibilities we have yet to test. Indeed, though it may take some time yet, we are well on our way to a solution. and I shall not rest until one is found. Also, real quick, well actually, it'll be fine. Let me quickly do this. 1 second. Test, making sure it works. Okay, good. Though we are all grateful for thine unstaining efforts, thou needest not labor to the exclusion of all else. It would serve to lighten my burden, however little. I should gladly offer mine assistance. Quite. I, for my part, will do what I can to ensure that the Crystarium continues to run smoothly, in spite of recent disruptions. Then perhaps I could help. There must be something I can do, even if just guard duty. Thank you, all of you. I shall breathe easier for your assistance. Of course, on the evidence of the recent past, it will not be long before some new crisis arrives to throw our plans into disarray, at which time your services will be in particular demand. That being the case, perhaps you might take this opportunity to retire to your suite, the Pendants. Sure. I unfortunately don't have my friendo Ardbert to talk to anymore since he's just part of me now, but you know. I could go for a little EP bye. Go sleep. I stand. The Pendants. Time to go sleep. A pleasure as always, Master Fox. I'm relieved to see you were unharmed in the earlier commotion, though, if I may, you do look somewhat weary. I presume you will be retiring to your suite. That's right. Very good. Do let me know if there's anything else you require. Echoes of a Fallen Star is complete. Honk shoo, honk shoo, me 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 me, me 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 me. Oh, never mind. I'm awake. Water. Hello? Master Fox, it's Gilnard from the Wandering Stairs. I apologize for calling so late. Hello? A friend of yours was asking after you. You may remember them from that business with the Cardinal Virtues. Oh? Oh, hey! Well met, Sinner. Welcome to my home. I was looking forward to a welcome respite here in the Crystarium, but the mood here is not exactly conducive to relaxation, as I'm sure you've noticed. I'd wager you know more about what's going on than anyone else in the city. Care to share? It's a long story. Sure you want to hear it? I can't say that I envy your prey. Your prey. Dark work, this twisting of the Warriors of Light's legacy. Reminds me of what became of Dikaiosan, though this Ascian of yours is a fair bit more chatty. I'm tempted to silence him myself. Brandon made his mistakes. I'm sure they all did. But the past is the past. They've earned their rest. I'm not about to let him sully Arbert's good name. Yeah. Arbert's a friend. I'm not gonna let these fucking Ascians ruin his name. What? You want me to leave it to you? Right. I'm not the only one carrying all that weight. Very well, but only because you asked. Remember, if you ever need me, just say the word. I'll be there. I've said it once, I'll say it again. It must be nice to have self-opening doors. Anyways, back to my tea. Meanwhile, in the Crystal Tower's umbilicus.
Foiled again. If I cannot imbue the infernal thing with my power via magical means, we may need to devise a way to infuse the vessel with my blood after all.
Oh, what the?
Art thou unwell?
Or perhaps a brief respite? It wouldn't do to overtax yourself.
I'm fine. And given to stubbornness, I'm afraid. Especially when I have a stake in the outcome.
The crystalline textures are straight out of PS2 era, yeah. It is what it is. Oh. Hi, what the hell is going on in Garlemald? Wait. What? That's not Garlemald. What is he doing? He's an Amarat, but what's he doing there? Oh, I see what he's doing.
Dream again.
Meanwhile, in the source.
A recurring dream. They do so fascinate me. Might I trouble you for the details?
I have always dreamed of it. Fire falling from the heavens, and the city, nay, the whole world ablaze.
Indeed. Could Emet-Selch have found a way? Precious few possess memories of the final days.
Also, yeah, the voice is, good old what's-his-face.
Final days.
Why, yes. Admittedly, my knowledge is mostly second-hand, but if you are interested, I will gladly tell you the tale. The tale of the world's end.
Well, it's all implied and nothing we know for sure. Fair enough. I think for me, it's one of those things where implying stuff is fine. You don't have to explicitly show it, as long as like you kind of elaborate more or less on like what the details are there. But anyways, that's gonna call it for today's stream. I want to thank you guys so much for watching today's FF14 stream. Really do appreciate it. Given how interesting things are now, and that this will all likely be concluded in the next patch, we're gonna proceed with next patch tomorrow. So I will catch you all tomorrow at the same time for the conclusion of what is likely to be the Shadowbringers portion of the game, and we'll be setting up for Endwalker come this coming Monday. So tomorrow, more Shadowbringers. Catch you guys then. Bye bye.